this was going to be a pretty big decision, a big process and a life event to go through and see this through. LANDiO just made it so simple and quick. My name's Josh Arias and I'm from Austin, Texas. I just started taking an interest in looking at land, planning for the future, and it started very slowly, just looking at websites, and LANDiO came up, and it just sort of went from there. I wasn't expecting to do it so quickly, but LANDiO was so helpful and got me set up in the process, and here we are. The LANDiO website, it was easy to navigate, had a lot of good information describing the property, topographic maps, videos. It was all there. So, you know, I had no problems buying it sight unseen. LANDiO has a video where they describe, you know, different areas of the property, how you access it, what it borders, if there's BLM land or parks nearby, all of that. They even did little profiles on some of the smaller towns telling you about things you're going to want to know, right? Hospitals, shopping, stores, infrastructure, things nearby. So that helped make it real for me. I have told some friends, you know, that I bought some land in Colorado, and they said, well, have you seen it yet? And I said, actually, no, I haven't. And they're like, what? You haven't seen it, but you bought it? And so I explained to them how all that worked. You know, the website was great, had video, talked to me on the phone, told me everything I needed, took care of all the paperwork, and they just sort of said, okay, that makes sense. I think the LANDiO site is as close as you can be to being there without actually being there. What stood out from LANDiO and the other competition was their responsiveness. The communication with LANDiO was excellent. LANDiO would call me on the phone, they'd send me emails. Anytime I had questions, there was a couple of times late at night where I would have questions about something and I would fire them off and they got back to me right away. LANDiO was on the phone with me actually while I was at the bank, just making sure that we got all the information correct. And then immediately sent me digital copies of some paperwork to confirm that the purchase had gone through, explained to me that that they would take care of the closing, they would be filing some paperwork with the county to get the deed and have it notarized, and that they would FedEx it to me, and they did exactly what they said they were going to do. And yeah, it was very simple, very, very easy. If you've ever bought a home, you know how much goes into it, all of the paperwork and driving around and looking at properties. This is the opposite of that. This is essentially just having right here at your computer everything you need to know at your fingertips, sending a few emails back and forth, and LANDiO took care of all the paperwork. It was pretty much painless. And that whole process from start to finish, when we finally settled on a property, to the time that I had the original deed in my hand, was probably 2.5 weeks. LANDiO covered all the closing costs, and to be honest, when I was first getting into this, that was a big part of it. So I knew that when they posted a price on the site, that's what I was going to pay. The deposit actually went to the full cost, so you know, that was reassuring. The representatives from LANDiO that I worked with were just very personable. They understood the importance of what we were doing, what it meant on a personal level. My future plans with the property are to build a cabin, probably in the next couple of years. Wanting to have a place to call my own, you know, just have a spot that, you know, we had flexibility for retirement for the future, for my kids. That was the whole part of the plan, right? To have something that to leave behind, that's really everything. So I live 12 hours away from the property, and after I purchased it, I visited the property about 6 weeks later, and that was quite an experience. It was just shock at first, and then just awe, being in awe of the mountains, you know, and the terrain where we purchased this property. It's just gorgeous. That's all you can say. It's absolutely gorgeous. The land has absolutely exceeded my expectations. It was exactly what I was looking for. You have space, and then you have flexibility to do with it what you want. It's important to own land if you want to have something that's truly your own. I would absolutely, without hesitation, purchase land from LANDiO again. I've actually told quite a few friends about the website, And I've just told them, I've said, just go to the site, look at the prices, buy something, you won't be sorry. You will get exactly what's advertised. I just want to say, thanks, LANDiO. Thank you.